seed, not a ceiling. What if I told you that your salary was never designed to be your ceiling, but your seed? God never planned you to stop where your pay slip stops. When he says, whatever your hand findeth to do, do it with thy might, it means that with your salary, your hand should not only find employment, it should also find whatsoever's to do. And that when you find those whatsoever's, you can now expand. Your salary shouldn't be a ceiling. Your job is not your destiny. Today, I'm going to be showing you how your salary can actually be a seed, not just a ceiling. A seed that can give you a harvest of income, impact, and influence. You are welcome to the Smart Creating Short Break series, and I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. I help busy professionals like you unlock confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. You are welcome to the conversation today. You want to hit the subscribe button. You want to share this live with someone that should be here. Conversation. So if your salary is not supposed to be a ceiling but a seed, then your job is also not your destiny. It means that your salary is a starting capital. This is one thing most professionals have not really gotten a grip of. So they feel that what they are worth, what they can earn, is determined by their salary. The salary is just a seed. It can be invested. You can make a whole lot of much more with your salary. It's a seed in your hand. That's what your salary is. It's a seed in your hand. And like a seed, every seed is capable of bountiful harvest. Every seed is capable of surplus. Every seed is capable of multiplication. So the ceiling only exists if you choose to stop sowing. So there are two sides of the divide, right? Your salary can actually either be a seed or a ceiling. But if you choose that your salary should be a seed, it cannot be a ceiling. So that therefore you see it as something that should be sown, not something that should be used as a cap or a cover. Let me have this in the comment section. Ceiling thinking keeps you stuck. Too many professionals have been in the ceiling thinking. They see the money, they get the salaries, the paycheck comes every month, but they see it as a ceiling. The problem with ceiling thinking is that it keeps you stuck. It keeps you in the place where years down the line, you are seeing other professionals who told this line with you, but they have extras. They have other whatsoevers that they've been able to create from investing their salary as a seed. And because the rule says that whatsoever your hand findeth to do, whatsoever, you should do it with your might, and it's capable of giving you bountiful harvest. When they apply it, they see it. So I want to begin with a mindset shift today. I want you to move away from the point where salary is seen as a ceiling and shift to the point where you see your salary as a seed. Please put it in the comment section for me. My salary is a seed. My salary is a seed. Because the moment you start seeing your salary as a seed thinking multiplies you. My salary is a seed. Put this again for me. Seed thinking is multiplication. Seed thinking is multiplication. Seed thinking is capable of multiplying you. Because you know, the thing about every seed is that right in that seed is the capability of a forest. Right in that seed is the capacity of a plantain plantation in that seed. So your thinking of how you view your salary is what will determine the harvest you can get. Seed thinking is multiplication. Your salary is a seed. Today we're going to be looking at a lot of things today. I want you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button. Go ahead and share this live with someone that should be here, because today I'll be opening your eyes to angles you've never thought of. We'll be looking at why God never designed salary to be your ceiling. You didn't know, or maybe you haven't thought of it that way. I'll be showing you that God never designed salary as a ceiling, and I'll be showing you why. I'll also be giving you the cycle, what I call the framework of your seed cycle. The cycle your salary is supposed to go through as a seed. We've already established it's a seed, right? So I'll be giving you the seed cycle that can turn your salary, that as a seed, it can be turned into multiple streams of impact, income, and influence. I'll also show you real life examples of billionaires and professionals that you know today who have built a whole lot, but they started with a salary. It was actually a salary that they invested as a seed and they got what it is that they're getting. Then, of course, I'll be giving you practical steps that you can apply. And today you can start flexing these principles to turn your salary into bountiful harvest. Yes, you're welcome again to today's live. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? You are welcome. Yes, it is the Smart Short Break series, and we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. for this short break series. And on this series, we talk about everything that can help you unlock confidence, smartness, smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Does this sound like you? Or is this you? You feel boxed in by what your salary can cover. Your salary has somehow become somewhat of a box for you. Does it sound like you? You feel boxed in. Your salary has become like a box that has put you in there. Or this sounds like you. You've told yourself time without number, this is all I can earn for now. So whatever it is that your salary is, just tell yourself, this is all I can earn for now. Or does this sound like you? You admire others with multiple streams, but you wonder if it's possible for you. Does this sound like you? If it does, let me know in the comment section. Yes. Because I have a message for you. I have a message tailored for you. Oh, okay. I can see the yeses in the comment section. Does it sound like you? Does it sound like you? Today is your deliverance. So just accept that it's only this moment that you're going to still be that person. Because today on this live, it's going to be your deliverance finally. Okay. Now, the truth is, in Genesis 1:1, your creator, the first thing he did was that he created. We established that yesterday. If you missed yesterday's life, you can go sit with it. It's an interesting conversation on creativity. But today I want us to establish this. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do. Whatsoever. Whatsoever. Hello, William. It's good to see you here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and thank you for the yes, for the counsel. I love it. Thank you. All right. Whatsoever is whatsoever. If God gave the world to a creator, it means that your hands can actually do a whole lot as well. Something can be done with that hand of yours to create a whole lot, including your salary. If it says whatsoever your hand findeth to do, the whatsoever, it includes your salary, right? The salary is part of the things that your hands can find. Yeah? Aha. So your job is to do the best with that salary that you get, not just to see it as a ceiling, as a cap, or something that puts you in a box. All right? So God never designed salary to be a ceiling. He designed it to be a seed. And I'd like for us to do a comparison between seed versus ceiling. Ceiling thinking says salary is my final stop. Ceiling thinking says money is just for comfort. Thinking of a salary as a ceiling says my identity is stuck to employee. That's what ceiling thinking does. But you see, when you begin to shift to seed thinking says salary is my starting capital. Hmm. Put that for me in the comment section. Seed thinking says salary is my starting capital. One thing I want you to do after you leave this life is I want a mindset shift, a different view on how you see salary. Salary is my starting capital. It's a resource I plant, test, and multiply. Let me have that in the comment section. Salary is my starting capital. Oh, thank you for joining us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good that you are here. It's like what happened in the parable of the talents. That shows us that your salary, what your hand findeth, is actually meant to be sown. It's actually meant to be sown. So, for instance, what happened in the parable of the talent, they were asked, what did you do with your talent? And the guy with one said, I just went to bury it. I didn't see it as a seed, so I just saw it as something I can't do anything with. The guy who buried his talent was different from the guy who invested it. And guess who multiplied it? The person who invested it. Salary pays your present. But you see what can pay your future is your creativity. And it begins with you using your salary to work on your creativity because that can only pay your future. Your salary cannot pay your future. Now, when we talk about creativity, it's not a mystical lightning. No, it's not something. Yesterday, I established that. I mean, if you missed yesterday's live, you actually want to go sleep with it. It was an amazing conversation here. Your brain has what we call neuroplasticity. It means that your brain has the capacity to actually be rewired by deliberate creative exercises that you do. So you are not looking for creativity somewhere else. It's already in you. That's the emphasis. You're not looking for it somewhere else. It's not missing. It's not lost. You are actually tapping into it because that's what you should do. You should tap into the creative ability that you have already. So creativity is not mystical like you know that's not what it is. Creativity uses your whole brain networks. So it's a beautiful way to actually put in your brain to work because with creativity, all of your brain networks are put into work. Creativity strengthens with training, with practice, and of course with new environment. Every time you're exposed to new environments, you are stretching your creativity muscle. When we talk about creativity, it's like you going to a gym membership for your mind. So every time you're going to creativity, you're actually going to a gym membership for your mind. The more deliberate reps you do, the stronger your creative lift. Hmm, hmm. Take, for example, it was near Bible stories that CBN turned to Superbook. It just creativity is just asking the question, what next? Let me have that in the comment section. Creativity is simply asking the question, what next? If you're just joining us, have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? You are going to love this conversation today. Creativity is nothing but asking the question, what next? Creativity is asking the question, what next? CBN looked at Bible stories and asked, what next? What next? What next can be done because there's always a what next. James Clear looked at books that have been done on habits. So many books have been done on habits. People have said a lot about habits. And he said, okay, if I want to go into writing about habits, what next? So he turned habits from what to repeatedly do into 1% daily improvement activity. So creativity is nothing but simply asking the question what next and seeking for a way to answer it. Yes. Thank you, Christian. Please hit the subscribe button. Yes, if this is hitting you right, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this live with someone that should be here. Right. That's what it is. So when people hear creativity, oh, let's create, why, and then they start saying to themselves, I don't know why I'm not creative. I don't know why my friends are doing it. You haven't asked this simple question. There's nothing that is creativity other than asking the question, what next? What next? So you look at floor in your house and you ask yourself, what next? In asking yourself what next, the cake is made. That's creativity. You look at the salary in your hand and as opposed to consume it, you're asking yourself, what next? Is there a course I can pay for with this salary and I can actually learn how to multiply what it is that I have? Asking yourself the question, what next? Taking a simple pen, ordinary pen, but asking yourself, what next? Asking what next can turn a pen into a microphone in the classroom. It can turn a stylus into an artist. That same pen can be a teaching pointer. That same pen can author a book. That same pen can be a camera prop. The difference is not the pen. The difference is the confidence to reframe. The difference is the questioning, the questioning, the questioning. Again, creativity is nothing but asking yourself, what next? And that's why I said, if you view salary as a ceiling, you won't be able to ask this question. Because with salary as a ceiling, you know what's next, right? You know that. I mean, when it's the end of September, I'm going to get alerted. Once it's the end of October, I'll get an alert. Once it's November, it takes away the capacity to ask the question, what next? But when you review salary from ceiling point of view to the point of view of seed, you are forced to ask the question, what next? If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You will love it being here. Now, let me just share some practical stories of people who ask this question, what next? Billionaires now. And they all started with using salary. Their salaries was what they used. When you hear the stories, your mind will be expanded. There are some of them you know them, but you didn't know that they began with the salary. But the difference is that they saw the salary as a seed, and they've been able to make a whole lot of harvest by viewing from that angle and asking the question, what next? Number one is Oprah Winfrey. Let me have in the comment section, Oprah Winfrey. Let's learn from Lady Oprah Winfrey. Now, stories are beautiful because in stories you can see the secrets behind the glory. So let's not just say, oh, glamorous Oprah Winfrey, glorious Oprah Winfrey. No, pay attention to their stories. In stories, you can find patterns, you can find principles, you can find elements that can make you replicate what it is that they have done. Oprah Winfrey started a local TV news anchor. She started as a local TV news anchor. She was reassigned to a talk format after fighting the constraints of news. A lot happened to Oprah Winfrey. She leaned into her gift and amplified it into a national platform and a media empire. Here's what Oprah Winfrey once said, and I quote: "Do what you have to do until you can do what you really want to do." So, for salary earners, you need to own this. You are free to do what it is that you have to do now, but you have to do it in a way that you will soon start doing what you really want to do. So it shouldn't be a ceiling for you. You're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, you will love it being here. Share this live with someone that should be here. But guess what Oprah Winfrey did with her job and her salary? She used it as a training ground. As a training ground. She used it as a place where she can hone her voice, where she can hone her interviewing skills, where she can work on a sense of audience. And then she reinvested that into her craft and into building her own platform. Today, Oprah Winfrey didn't wait for CEO title. She made herself one. The Oprah Winfrey Network is amazing, doing a whole lot. But guess what? She began with seeing salary as a seed, not a ceiling. Because all too many professionals are seeing this. It's a ceiling. The day you, thank you, like I said in the comment section, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Great. That's a quote by Oprah Winfrey. So that thing that you're doing now, it's okay. Do it. That's what you can do now. That's what you have to do now. But you know that what it is, that thing you really want to do is you really want to make impact. I've never seen any professional who doesn't want to. Every professional I've met, they want to make impact, they want to make income, they want to do a lot of investment in their lives. Here's what I have to say to you: do what you can do now so that you'll be able to do what you really want to do. So, what you can do now is to use that salary as a seed, is to ask the question, what next? Thank you for joining in. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It is good to see you here today. Let's look at another example you didn't even think of. Sarah Blakely. Have you heard of Spanx? Maybe ladies would be more able to understand and relate to this story. Spanx was built by Sarah Blakely, and Sarah Blakely began that business with just $5,000. But guess how she got the money? She sold fax machines door to door, and she made $5,000. She created a prototype to solve her own wardrobe problem. And by creating that, that seed became Spanx and $1 billion brand. Let me give you a quote by Sarah that you need to pay attention to. Here's what Sarah says, and I need you to put in the comment section so that it stays in your long-term memory. Don't be intimidated by what you don't know. It can be your greatest strength. Hmm. Hmm. Do not be intimidated by what you don't know. It can be your greatest strength. So she's saying this because she didn't even know that using her pantyhose, what she did was she wore her pantyhose. She wanted undergarments that fits, that even when you wear pant trousers or something, it isn't revealing, right? And so she wanted something more comfy and a different kind of style. So she used her pantyhose and then she cut off the feet. Doing that simple thing, she realized, oh, this feels good. I think we can now introduce it. So she named it, she called it Spanx, and then she started making them. She didn't know that this can turn into $1 billion business. But guess what? It began with just $5,000. So do not be intimidated by what you don't know. This is what most professionals are threatened by because they feel like, I know my salary, I know my job, I know my payday, I know my this, so I'm okay. If you want to say create, what if you want to put your own knowledge in the book, put in the guide? They say, no, don't go there. Ha, coach, that's not even possible. You are intimidated by what you don't know. But take it from Sarah Blakely, who was once a salary earner, who was going door to door selling fax machines. Do not be intimidated by what you don't know. In fact, that thing you do not know may just be your saving grace. Mm, mm. She treated her salary as working capital and used curiosity to transform it, to multiply it. Mm. She tested her idea. So even that your 50,000 naira experiment that we're checking out today, it could be your 50 billion naira brand tomorrow. It can be your 50 billion naira brand tomorrow. Let's look at another example. Howard Schultz. Do you know Starbucks? Do you know Starbucks? Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. Are you ready? Let me know in the comment section. Yes, 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 ready. Yes, 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 ready. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining in today. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good that you are here today. Let me tell you about Howard Schultz. Howard Schultz started in sales at Xerox, learning business operations. Like I see the ready in the comment section. His business and savings put him in position to buy and scale Starbucks. So he started with Starbucks. He bought it, started scaling it. His corporate career was his greenhouse. He started with his corporate career. However, what he grew inside of him later transplanted outside in his own business. So your job is not the greenhouse. Your salary can be the greenhouse, yes, but you need to understand that your idea is the plant waiting to be transplanted. All of the lessons, I mean, that's why we say that the Smart Creating Lab, which is a signature program for professionals like you, where we can help you and show you how to turn your expressions, your expertise, your experience into income, impact, and influence, is for you. Because it is how you can actually see that my idea can be transplanted, that my idea can become something I did not know. You do not know, but it's capable of giving you $50 billion. But how would you know if you don't even invest it? How would you know if you don't even put it to practice? And I see that most of the blockage professionals have is that they keep seeing their salary as a ceiling. I remember having a conversation with a professional said to me, "You don't even know how much my salary is." Say, "Oh, no, no, don't go there. I don't think I need this. No, no, don't go there. No, don't go there." That's why I'm sharing stories with you of real time people. If Sarah Blakely that built Spanx was in the place where she was okay with going door to door selling fax machines, she wouldn't know that producing Spanx can make her $1 billion and more dollars. Let's look at another final example before we continue the conversation today. Elon Musk. Elon Musk, yes, the Elon Musk that you know. Let me have it to the comment section. Elon Musk, before I tell you about him. Now, Elon Musk began with small projects. He began with Zip2. He began with PayPal. Instead of cashing out to relax, he reinvested everything he earned. Pay attention. He reinvested everything into SpaceX and Tesla. Again, your salary is a seed. You need to write it. Please write it again. My salary is a seed. My salary is a seed. The SpaceX PayPal that you're seeing today, Elon Musk invented it from small projects that he initially did, where he got money from Zip2, from PayPal. He reinvested it into SpaceX, into Tesla. Once said, and here is what Elon Musk has to tell you. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. It is the Smart Creating Short Break Series. And yes, we have the Smart Short Break Series Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., where I show busy professionals like you how to unlock confident smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Thank you for joining in today. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Let's continue. Thank you. Now, talking about the story of Elon Musk, here is what Elon Musk said, and I want you to write it down. He says, and I quote him, there are times when something is important enough, you do it in spite of fear. And I think this quote is for professionals. You, it's actually for you. Because the whole idea you have in your book, since January this year, you've been writing scribbles. You haven't pushed it to any printer. You haven't sent it to anyone to proofread because of fear. The guy who built SpaceX, the inventor of Tesla, has a word for you. You have to do what is important enough. You do it in spite of fear. You do it in spite of fear. Put that for me in the comment section. I will do it in spite of fear. You know, yesterday we talked about the creative confidence gap. And we talked about confidence a whole lot because there's a large link between your confidence and your creativity. But you need to pay attention. Tell yourself, I will do it in spite of fear. Take it from Elon Musk. Do you know what it took to build SpaceX? Do you know what it took to build Tesla? Have you seen a Tesla car before? You will know that this person advising you to run away from fear is telling you to look for confidence coaching. And I'm here for you anyway. So you do it in spite of fear. You do it in spite of fear. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. You will love it being here today. In spite of the fear, you just got to do it. Seed thinking means betting on your own ideas. The moment you start seeing your salary as a seed, you begin to build the capacity to bet on your own ideas. Even when the odds appear to be against you. Even when the odds appear to be against you. One thing I found about working adults is that most working adults already have side hustles. They have something else that's generating income for them. They are already using their paid salaries as seed capital. So you are not alone. You need to start tapping into it if you're yet to do that. Salary is the match. Side work is the kindling. Creative systems are the flame. Creative systems are the flame. I want you at this point. Pause for a minute. Pick one idea that you're going to be investing a portion of your salary into. As I'm speaking now, maybe something's coming to your head. Write it down and tell yourself that this September salary, I'm going to invest it in this, so that I can start building up something. And like I said, you're not alone. You're not first to show. People are doing it. Other professionals are knowing that, oh, this salary, I shouldn't see it as a ceiling. I should see it as a seed. You're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. It's good to see you here. Now, practical ways your salary. Yes, practical ways your salary can actually be used as a seed. Number one, side ventures. Please write it down for me in the comment section. Side ventures. And I'll explain. Side ventures. So anything your idea can bring about, maybe your idea like Sarah Blakely can bring about making spanks or doing something to make any group of people get their problem solved. You can use it as a side venture. Maybe you invested it in partnership with some people to invest in real estate, to invest in building Airbnb. I overheard a salary earner recently saying, I want to invest in Airbnb. And she's actually doing that. So maybe that's one side venture you want to look at. Then number two, you can actually use your salaries for intellectual property. Number two, please put that for me in the comment section. Intellectual property. Now, this is where the Smart Creative Lab will help you. It will help you package your knowledge into mileage. It will help you package your knowledge into books, guides, templates. See, people don't even understand. Templates are selling, checklists are selling. There's a lot you can do with it. And the thing about intellectual properties is you do the work once, right? Yes, the thing about intellectual properties is that you do it once. If you write a checklist or a template for moving your African hair into a softer version of hair, for instance, you have done that template once, it's forever. It's forever. Even if tomorrow you want to work on it, it's going to be a remodeled version, and it will be a lot better. So, intellectual property. Intellectual property has to do with templates, guides, books, courses, and the rest. Number three is digital product. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It is good that you are here today. Digital products. Number three, put it for me in the comment section. Number three is digital products. Digital products. So on the digital products, of course, we have like plug and play frameworks that are going to make it easier for people to do anything from one place to another. Hey Willie, so good to see you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this for someone that should be here. It is good to see you all here today. We are talking about your salary as a seed and not a ceiling. And I'm showing you how to invest the salary into creative outcomes. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button because we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the Smart Short Break series. You will love it because this is where you as a professional can unlock smartness confidently through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Yes, digital products. Digital products are your go-to. Number four, freelance or consulting. Freelance or consulting. So you can actually use your job's credibility to niche down. That job, just like what Oprah Winfrey did. With all of her job, all of her experience in the media, she niched down to what she's doing today. Again, take off the mind of salary as a ceiling. It is why you may be struggling with identifying a niche you can actually niche down to. Because some professionals say, but I don't know what to do, but you are still seeing your salary as a ceiling. Changed. And I'm sure that by now it's already changing in your mind as well. That's what the conversation today is all about. All right. You can use that your expertise into something that can create wealth for you. My task for you today is write one idea that you can test this year. Something you want, an idea you want to put into practicality this year. Write it down somewhere. Let it be what this session today, this smart short break series did for you. That you find out 10 minutes in your day to actually ask yourself, so this job I'm doing now, what can I actually create from it? How can I see this my salary as a seed in practical terms? Now that you have seen your salary as a seed, let's look at the seed cycle. So you know that there's a cycle your salary is supposed to go through. Yeah. I thought you said you've accepted it. Let me show you the cycles. There are about 5 cycles your salary is supposed to go through so that you can get harvest. Because you know that with a seed, it means that a seed should give you a harvest. But just like the normal seed that you can see, you have to do something. There are cycles your seed has to go through before you get a harvest. If you see a harvest of plantain, there were levels that seed went through, or the seeds that were planted in that land to give us a plantain plantation went through. All right. So let's look at your own seed cycle for your salary. Number one, please help me write it down. Plant. Plant. The first thing you want to do with your salary is to plant it. I'm seeing it is seed. It is seed. It's capable of giving you harvest. If it doesn't go through the cycles, you will struggle. It may not give you the desired harvest. So if I come here today and I just say your salary is a seed and I leave without exposing you to the levels, the cycle, the seed cycle, you may not get the harvest that you need. That is not what I want for you. I actually want you to get a harvest that you desire. All right. So number one is plant. How do I plant my seed? Dedicate a percentage of your salary to one small idea. One small idea. Do not consume it all. Savings is good, right? But that's your small idea. Ever since for a while now, you keep experimenting how to better that African food. Dedicate a small percentage to the salary. Plant it into that idea. Do not consume it all so some. Plant it. For example, a marketing executive who decides to set out 20,000 naira from her salary to design Canva templates that she can sell on Seller. Mm, mm, mm. Plant your salary. The first cycle, as the salary comes, now that you are seen as a seed, plant it. For example, if you're a banker, you decide to say, okay, in this banking industry, I love what I'm doing, but I want to go into photography. So what you do, you now get a camera from your 2 month savings to start weekend photography gigs. And you say, okay, I think content creation, I love it. And I'm seeing that I'm going to be able to create something from content creation. And then you get 2 cameras for yourself. Or you are a software engineer and you decide to keep away 5% of your income to build a simple app that can make buying and selling of shares easier for people. Mm, mm. Plant your seed. Can you imagine what these people will be able to make just? Can you imagine the harvest that can come? If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You will love it being here today. Thank you for joining us. Remember Sarah Blakely's story, right? Sarah Blakely planted just $5,000. She didn't wait for investors. She treated her salary as a seed capital for SPACs. Today, that business has grown so much that she made billions of dollars from it. So the first seed cycle for your salary is plant. Plant your seed. Plant it. As the salary comes, before you start thinking of what to do with it, plant it into that idea. No, I didn't say save it. And if what it is you want to use this for, maybe it's take you 2, 3 months, then you can try to save it and say, okay, I'm saving it for 3 months so that I can plant it into an idea. Number two, nurture. Nurture it. You know, when you plant a seed, the next thing you need to do what? Nurture it. Water it. I remember when I did some planting with the kids, I wanted them to learn how to plant and nurture the plants. And then we went and we got seeds, we got bean seeds, and then we planted them. So we gave them a time, a schedule that they would usually go to nurture their plant. So they go to pour water into it, they go to feed the seed, they go to do things that can make the plant grow. So the next thing you want to do with your salary is to nurture it. Feed the seed. That idea that you're working on, feed it. How do you feed it? Feed it with learning. You bought cameras, you want to go to a photography gig. Have you taken a course on photography? Have you got someone that can help you? Feed it, feed it, feed your idea with mentorship. It is a risk to actually fly with your idea without seeking mentors. You may make mistakes. Oh, I read a story by Femi Otedola, Making It Big, in his book. And he said something. He said, I didn't have mentors early and I made mistakes. I didn't have people who helped me and I made mistakes with the first company I ever built. So you don't want to be that person. Okay? The moment you have planted your seed, the next thing you want to do is to nurture it. You're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining us today. So nurture your seed, nurture it with learning, nurture your seed with mentorship, with experimentation. Now try to experiment. You said this software app will make it easier for food vendors in your community to actually buy and sell food stuff, right? Test it. So now you've planted the seed, you've worked on the app, try to now, in your process of experimentation, you are actually nurturing that seed. What you don't water will wither. Let me have that in the comment section. What you don't water will wither. I think that this is where some professionals struggle. So they've been able to put out money, they've been able to plant their seed, but they don't move it into the nurturing stage. You have written that you put the money into learning how to write a book. You've written that book, nurture it. Or put it through a process, send it for someone to proofread it. Okay? Do something. For example, a HR professional buys a short online course on leadership and coaching, and then he applies that into his department. And the knowledge is got from the coaching is working. And then he says, I think I can now start a coaching practice with my experience in HR and the leadership courses I've done. I can put it together and build something in myself, in my own business as a coach. So I can start out my coaching practice from here. What you don't water withers. Thank you. Thank you, Christian. What you don't water withers. So you don't want to plant without nurture. I remember so the seed story I was telling you that I did planting with the kids. At some point, they missed their schedule and they did not go to water their plants. They didn't go to nurture their plants, and he died. It was a horrible moment for them. They cried so. Okay, a doctor decides to invest in training on health communication. He does that, then he starts posting digestible health views online. After a while, he sees that, oh, people love my content. People are beginning to like and love my content. What can he do? Before you know it, he has built a trusted online brand. I don't want to call the name of a doctor, but I think you know one that I know that did this. All he did was he was already in medicine. All he did was to go and master health communication, master online presence, and all of that. Before you knew it, boom, He's had a strong online brand that they're not coming to seek him for heavy sponsorship deals. The money he's cashing out from now, he can't get, he wouldn't have been able to make that much for medicine. Maybe not now. So nurture it. Nurture it with learning, nurture it with mentorship, nurture it with experimentation. Launch out into this. Launch out into the, an accountant, for example. You've been able to experiment with what writing LinkedIn articles. You've done a whole lot with that. You keep writing, and people are like, oh, I love the way you talk about money. I love the way Christian, Mr. Christian. Hmm. An accountant who tries to experiment with writing LinkedIn articles, slowly building credibility, guess what? He turns it into speaking gigs. Before you know it, they're calling him to say, okay, this accountant, I think you have sense. With the things we hear you say online, come for the speaking gig or the other, right? So you want to actually be that person who's nurturing what it is that they are planting. As you have planted that seed, nurture it. Remember Oprah Winfrey's story, right? All that Oprah Winfrey did was to nurture her skills. How? She said yes to talk show roles. That's how she began. She began taking and accepting talk show roles to the point that she saw herself as a step down. And then before you knew it, she trained her interviewing muscle daily. Every time she was interviewing, she was training her muscle. And that watering grew into what we now have as the Oprah Winfrey Show. Hmm. So after you plant your seed, the next thing you want to quickly do is to nurture it. Nurture it. Now let's go to number three. Number three, Mr. Christian, I'm sure that you're loving this conversation. Have you shared this live with someone that should be here? Don't be here alone and take all of this knowledge for free alone. Number three is prune. Prune. I mean, farmers can relate, right? I have an international farmer close to me here. Right. Yes, prune. The next thing you want to do with your seed that you planted is to prune. Prune your plant. Do you know what pruning is? Do you know what pruning is? Should I ask our international farmer to come and explain to us? Pruning simply means take out the weeds, the distractions. Because you know, like he said, when they went to meet the master, they told the master, Sir, we are looking at the plans that you made and we're seeing that the wheat and tares are growing together. And he said, a time will come that the wheat will be separated from the tares. And if you look at the image of a wheat and tare, they look so alike. They look alike. You could be easily swayed. Yeah. But you want to pay attention as a professional. That seed you planted, that seed you're nurturing, be careful so that weeds don't come. And what are weeds in today's generation? Distractions. You are on your way to making your idea into income, influence, and impact. Be careful of distractions. Distractions and expenses that can choke the growth of that your seed. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It is good that you joined us here today. Farmers weed the field so crops can breathe. You weed every distraction away. For instance, you're a lawyer and you stop paying for multiple unused streaming subscriptions just because you want to redirect that money into legal tech software that speeds up your side consulting gigs. You are weeding. You are weeding. Because there's somewhere you are going to. You are a teacher. You decide to decline weekend social events for a while, just so that you can free up your Saturdays to write the children's books that has been in your heart for years. You know that children struggle to write math, and you know you got a title to write Math Made Easy for Preschoolers. That book you've been writing it for the past 5 years. Yet, every social function you are there. Prune. Prune. It's time to prune. It's time to prune. Yes, you have planted. Yes, you are nurturing. It is you must get to the point where pruning must be done. Distractions must be taken away. Otherwise, that is the bridge between ideas. Because right after pruning, then we get into harvesting. So between your seed that you planted to the point where you start harvesting, there is a pruning that must be done. Otherwise, wheat and tare will be growing together. And you know the funniest part, the wheat will not grow. It will get to a point to plateau. You can't go beyond that. But just so you know, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We'll love it that you are here. So cut out distractions And I get it, professionals say things like, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. Check that your busyness well. Are you busy being busy, or you're truly effectively busy? There's a difference between busyness and effectiveness, right? So whatever it is that is making you extremely busy, you want to actually prune it. If there's no pruning, there won't be harvest. Please put it for me in the comment section. If there's no pruning, there won't be harvest. If there's no pruning, there won't be harvest. So it is good enough that you have planted, great that you have nurtured, but it's time to prune. I wrote a book at some point, from tech binging to book binging, because I see that professionals say things like, oh, I want to write, I want to read more books so that I know how authors write and all of that. But they say they do not have the time. Yet you are a tech binger, binge on different platforms from here and there. Hey, Patience, good to see you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I love it that you joined us today. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the Smart Short Break series. And the Smart Short Break series is where we help busy professionals like you unlock confident smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. You will love it being here. Mondays to Fridays, 1 p.m. What? Saturdays, 7 p.m. What? Thank you for joining in today. Yes, so prune. Without pruning, there is no harvest. For instance, a manager who decides, and somebody's thinking, Mr. Christian, did I hit you? Without pruning, no harvest. Let me see some more in the comment section. Without pruning, no harvest. Hit the subscribe button as you join in. Hit the like button. It's good to have you here. Set your timer, set your reminders. 1 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Watch, we're live. Saturdays at 7 p.m. we are live for the Smart Short Break series. This is where you unlock confidence smartness. You're loving it here already. I know that you keep showing up every day. A manager reduces eating out for 2 months, channeling his funds into professional headshots and branding for consulting page, just so that the harvest can come. Pruning has to happen. Do you know that at some point Elon Musk has to prune? Elon Musk had to prune. Let me show you how. Elon Musk pruned comfort radically. I heard him talked about how much he lost sleep. He pruned to the point of pruning away excessive sleep, just so the harvest can come. So when you are seeing Tesla, you are seeing SpaceX, you are seeing all of what he's doing today, pruning has happened. Harvest does not come without pruning. Harvest does not come without pruning. For instance, professionals say, I struggle with reading, but I know this thing you are saying, that when we read, we unlock confidence, smartness. I understand it, but I don't have time. But today, 2 hours have been spent. 30 minutes have been spent on one social media platform or the other. Pruning has to happen. For the sake of the harvest you are dreaming of, you have to prune. You have to prune. After selling Zip2, Elon Musk reinvested everything he made from Zip2 into PayPal instead of living lavishly. Later, he famously lived on friends' couches. Yeah. While pouring every dollar he made into Tesla and SpaceX. So when you're seeing Tesla and SpaceX, there was a time that Elon Musk had to sleep on his friends' couches just so that he can invest every money he got. Again, without pruning, there's no harvest. Without pruning, there's no harvest. You see how I'm taking my time with pruning? It's easy. See, it's easy to plant. Just like my kids. They went ahead, got the bean, and they planted. But we did not see the harvest. This is the reason. They did the planting, they missed it in nurturing, and then there was no pruning, so they didn't cross over to harvest. And I want you to cross into harvest, because when you get to harvest, you would realize that one single idea, properly worked on, created with, can actually become income, impact, and influence in ways you never thought possible. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Have you shared this live with someone that should be here? Now let's get to number 4, harvest. Harvest. The salary that you sowed in as a seed. You have planted it. You have nurtured it. You have done pruning. It's time to harvest. Let me explain to you what it means to harvest with an idea. It means to package. It means to present the results. Let me have it in the comment section. Harvest is packaging and presenting. Harvest is packaging and presenting. Harvest is packaging and presenting. Now that you have done a lot of work, it is time to package and present. Let the world see it, share it with the market. That's why I began with that scripture that says, whatsoever your hand findeth to do, do it. As your hand is finding to do whatsoever, even if it's just an idea to make pancakes taste better, to make pancakes last better, it is a whatsoever, do it. It's capable of giving us harvest. And when it's time for harvest, package and present. Package, share with the market, launch that product, release that book. You do not know who it's helping. You wrote a book on time management for teenagers. Why weren't we seeing it? There's no harvest. Harvest is simply all about showing it off, bringing it out to the market. That's what it is. So a nurse eventually decides, oh, I saw you. By the way, I know a nurse who decides to package wellness guide for busy mothers. Hello, Loveth Nodim. So good to see you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I love it that you joined us today. We go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. West African time for the Smart Short Break series. And the Smart Short Break series is where busy professionals like you come to unlock confident smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. So if confident smartness is your goal, then you should be here Mondays to Fridays, 1 p.m. West African time, Saturdays, 7 p.m. Thank you for joining us today. Hit the subscribe button so you get notified when we go live, and hit the like button. I love it that you joined us today. So I know a nurse who created a wellness guide for busy mothers. Today, she sells it online and it lands good figures into her bank account. It's even featured on podcasts today. Why? She decided to package and present. So harvest. A civil engineer who decides to develop a side course on project management. Maybe decides to do hacks, 20 hacks for making project management easy, or templates or checklists for making project management easy. When he eventually does this, he earns extra streams of income. Again, your salary is a seed. No matter how much you think you're earning now on a salary, it is a seed. It's not a ceiling. It's a seed. It's not a ceiling. It's a seed. If you're a sales executive, you can actually build a small YouTube channel teaching sales tips. You can do reels, and then before you know it, you're turning your corporate training session into money. People begin to pay for it. You know, I shared the story of Sarah Blakely, right? Sarah Blakely harvested by working into Neiman Marcus with her prototype and convincing the buyer to stock it. Her product was ready and she boldly brought it to the market. After she tested the spans on herself, she tried it out, she went ahead. She went ahead and she brought it out. Okay? So harvest is about you packaging and presenting. Number 5, the fifth way. Yes, the fifth way for you to actually work on your salary as a seed is to reseed. Let me have it in the comment section. Reseed. Reseeding is a thing. Now you have harvest. Is it time to eat? No, ma. No, sir. It's time to reseed. I know you thought harvest was the end, right? Harvest is not the end. The real-time impact makers, real-time creative people, what do? They receive. They receive. They receive. Do not eat all of the harvest. No, please. So let me have it in the comment section. Number 5, reseed. Reseed. Reseed simply means reinvest a portion of your harvest for the next level of growth. Reinvest a portion of the harvest into the next level of growth. So, for instance, your freelance copywriting is now earning you 5 clients, 10 clients. You want to now go ahead and hire a designer and then package yourself as a full creative agency. So you are moving away from just freelancer that is just doing something somewhere and it looks like a side hustle as opposed to being a proper business. Now the harvest is coming. You want to reseed the harvest so you're building a proper business, not just a side hustle. Let's say you were a side hustle baker and you've been baking for a while now. Reinvest what it is you're getting so that even if it was just 50 cake orders that you got, you want to reinvest it by getting industrial equipment. You can scale your kitchen size orders. And then you can now begin to apply for event size contracts. Reseed your harvest. Harvest is not meant to be eaten. Harvest is meant to be reseeded. Let me have that in the comment section. Harvest is not meant to be eaten. Harvest is meant to be reseeded. You are just joining us. Thank you for joining us today. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the Smart Short Break series. And it is where busy professionals like you come to unlock confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. You would love it being here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining us today. If you're a career coach, for instance, and you'll be taking profit from an ebook, and then you can now use that to build a proper video course that multiplies your reach. Back to Oprah. Do you know that Oprah actually receded? Guess what she did? She didn't stop with just successful TV shows. When her TV shows started becoming successful, she receded her profits. And today, we now had the Oprah Winfrey Network. We have the O Magazine and other multiple ventures that Oprah Winfrey has built, multiplying her influence because harvest is meant to be reseeded. Harvest is meant to be reseeded. So this is how your seed, which is your salary, goes through what the seed cycle goes from plant to nurture to pruning to harvest to receiving. Don't just consume your salary, sow a part into an idea, sow a part into long-term income impact influence. Okay, water the seed with training. Water your seed with training, mentorship, bold experiments. Just trying to ensure that you are watering that seed that it is that you have. Then prune, cut away distractions, reallocate to what matters. Have us package and present it. Don't hide the end product you've been able to get packaged to what. Never eat all the fruit. Reinvest into bigger dreams. You were just joining us. Thank you. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Salary is the seed. Creativity is the soil. Salary is the seed. Creativity is the soil. Discipline is the water. Discipline is the water. Faith is the sunlight. If you keep cycling it, your harvest is inevitable. So if you have these factors in, you have your seed, you have creativity, you have discipline, you have faith, your harvest is inevitable. I want you to write this for me in the comment section. I am qualified for harvest. I am qualified for harvest. Because I want professionals to leave the place of I'm not qualified to I'm qualified. I'm qualified. Leave the place of I don't have capital. This creativity, I love it, I want to, but I don't have the capital. Start with time. Even 1 hour a day compounds. 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day is building something. Someone else already did it. Leave that excuse. These are the excuses that are holding professionals down. Ceiling thinking. I just gave you what seed thinking is. Ceiling thinking is, I don't have the time. I can't do it. Ceiling thinking is someone already did it. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Ceiling thinking is, oh, I don't have the time. Somebody already did it. And I talked about James Clear yesterday. Oh, if you miss any of our live sessions, you can go back and catch it. We go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. Saturdays at 7 p.m. And you should be here because it is always a smart short break series where busy professionals like you come to unlock confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. So when you see your salary as a ceiling, you have this thinking of, oh, this book I want to write, somebody already did it, so I don't need it. I cannot do it to look like I'm copying. Who says? Yesterday, I shared with us James Clear and the book Atomic Habits. All that James Clear did was nothing but to reinvent habits. Habits have been there. Habits have been there. So you cannot say, no, this book I want to write a book on discipline. And you have a fresh idea into it. And you're saying, no, there are so many books on discipline. Write your own. It is an excuse. And that excuse is coming from ceiling thinking. It's simple. Just reframe and represent what you have. The world rewards new packaging. Oh, let me have that in the comment section. The world rewards new packaging. The world rewards new packaging. The market doesn't pay for your potential, but it pays you for your new packaging. It pays you for you to show up and deliver. Heaven didn't create you to consume. Heaven created you to create. You were created by creator to create. Your major task is to come and create. We're waiting for your creation. The entire world is waiting for your creation. And you do not know how to begin your creation, you need to join the Smart Creating Lab. If you put in the comment section, create, you get access to the Smart Creating Lab. It's the place where professionals like you will be held by the hand and shown how to turn their expertise, experience, and expressions into income, impact, and influence. We'll have other coaches that are going to be with me. We'll have Coach Wura, we'll have Coach Brenda. We'll be holding you by the hand. It is a lab, it's not a course. So it's hands-on. It's not, you're not just coming in for a course. No. You're not just coming in for one webinar. No, it is a lab. It's intentional that we named it a lab, yeah? So you know that when you're leaving with your product in your hand. Hmm. I want to leave you with this question. Do you want to treat your salary as a seed or as a seed? If you consider it a seed, then you plant it today. And if the first step of planting will be you getting into the Smart Creating Lab, then go ahead and plant that seed. Remember that it's when you plant it that it can be nurtured. Remember that it's when you plant it that you can see that that can move from that space to full-time harvest. So plant it right now. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, why not? Subscribe to this YouTube channel, the Smart Speakers Academy. You want to follow us on all social media platforms at the Smart Speakers Academy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Smart Speakers Academy. The seed is there for you. You have to plant it today. I want to see. I wanted to share it with everybody that you know. They should come and join the Smart Creating Lab. It's going to be an amazing time where you can turn your knowledge into mileage, where you can turn your experience, expressions, and expertise into income, impact, and influence. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Yes, we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. What? Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the Smart Short Break Series. The Smart Short Break Series is here for you. It is where you just come in during the day, have a beautiful short break where you can unlock confidence, smartness, as opposed to just tech binging and just strolling, idling away on any social media platform. You can come in here Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. and have a beautiful moment where you can learn something, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. what, and have a moment where it still feels like you are building smartness, like it just felt today, right? Thank you so much for joining in today. I want to see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Set your timer, invite someone tomorrow when you're coming. We're still going to talk about creativity tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. This is the Smart One.